Hello friends! Mr. Aaron here with Storytime Live. Today we're reading about Mother Goose. This is a Mother Goose book. This is my snack. This is my curds and whey. I'll get to that later. Welcome! Today is Mother Goose Storytime, and I am going to first talk to the mommies and daddies and grandmas and grandpas real quick, and then we'll get started with the fun, okay? So parents, today we're reading about Mother Goose, and nursery rhymes are excellent for pre-literate children. If your kid's a preschooler, they're probably pre-literate, which means they can't read yet, but they're learning how to read. They're learning how to make sounds, make rhymes, recognize letters, hold a book. So let me tell you this real quick in literacy speak. Research in early literacy reveals that nursery rhymes can be instrumental in boosting young children's ability to master pre-reading skills, including phonological skills such as rhyme production, rhyme detection, rhyme oddity, phoneme awareness, phoneme detection, and repetition of consonant sounds and stressed parts of groups of words, alphabet knowledge, awareness of letter sounds, the ability to write one's name and age, print concepts, print knowledge, vocabulary, reading, competence, and storytelling. What that means, these are fun rhymes. They're easy to learn, they're easy to remember, they've got fun words in them, and kids will love them. If you want your child to learn to read, to develop their pre-literacy skills, Mother Goose is a great source. And we have books at the library, of course. You can find stuff online. There's musical videos on YouTube. So we're going to read today some Mother Goose. All right, kids, are you ready? Kids, let's begin. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. Let's stomp our feet. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, shout Mother Goose. If you want to read a book, shout Mother Goose, Mother Goose. If you want to read a book, shout Mother Goose, Mother Goose. If you want to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you want to read a book, shout for Mother Goose, Mother Goose. All right. So Mother Goose rhymes are nursery rhymes, and we're going to read some fun nursery rhymes. Some of them are kind of a song. You guys know this one. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Can you sing it with me? Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. All right. This next one involves standing up and sitting down. So let's get where we can stand and sit. If I say the word up, stand up. If I say the word down, sit down. And it goes, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up a hill. He marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down. Let's try that one again. The grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up a hill. He marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down, up nor down. Oh, what else have we got? Let's see. This is my shaky egg. And shaky egg is good to keep a rhythm. And a lot of Mother Goose have rhythm. Do you know this one? Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Yeah. One more time. Jack and Jill went up a hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. All right. Let's see, this one, I want to show you a picture. This is the picture, this one, the clock, and you can see on the clock, there's a mouse Hickory-dickory-dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory-dickory-dock. One more time. Hickory-dickory-dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory-dickory-dock. By the way, all of these that I'm saying today, we're going to read a book at the end, and they'll all be in the book, so you'll see if you can recognize them whenever we get to them. Look at this egg up on a wall. His name is Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. This one is just silly. There's so much going on in this. You see a cow, you see a dish. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. What's this? This is my snack. This is cottage cheese, but we're going to read a nursery rhyme called Little Miss Muffet. And Little Miss Muffet is eating her curds and whey. Curds and whey is like cottage cheese. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her. It's a very big spider. Ah! It frightened Miss Muffet away. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Ah! Here's some cards. This one's called the Queen of Hearts and the Knave of Hearts. The knave is a jack, but maybe the knave is the joker because the knave takes the tarts. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole the tarts and took them clean away. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he took those hearts and stole them clean away. Well, should we get started with our book? I'm ready. I'm ready to read this book that has a lot of Mother Goose in it. So if you remember what we just read and talked about, they'll be in this book. It's called The Great Nursery Rhyme Disaster by David Conway. What will happen in this nursery rhyme? Well, here she is. There's little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet was bored. She was bored of being in the same old nursery rhyme, and she had quite enough of that scary little spider. What I need, she told herself, is a change. So off she went into the pages of the book to find another nursery rhyme to be in. She's going to go to a new nursery rhyme. First, she met the grand old Duke of York. Remember, up and down? May I be in your rhyme? Little Miss Muffet asked politely. Of course, said the Duke. Get in line. The grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them and Miss Muffet up to the top of the hill and marched them down again. Oh no, cried Miss Muffet. This rhyme has way too much marching for my taste. And with that, she slipped away into the next pages of the book to find a better rhyme to be in. Soon after, she saw Jack and Jill going up a hill. They were happy to let little Miss Muffet try out their rhyme. Remember Jack and Jill? Jack and Jill and Miss Muffet went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Miss Muffet fell down and broke her crown, and Jack and Jill came tumbling after. This nursery rhyme is too painful, complained little Miss Muffet, hobbling off to find a rhyme that didn't hurt so much. She doesn't want to break her crown. On the next page, little Miss Muffet spotted a mouse by an old grandfather clock. "May I be in your rhyme?" she asked. "Absolutely," said the mouse. "I'm tired of running up and down that clock." Hickory dickory dock. Miss Muffet climbed up the clock. The clock struck one. Bong! Miss Muffet slid down. Hickory dickory dock. "I look ridiculous," said little Miss Muffet as her cheeks turned almost purple with embarrassment, and she quickly sneaked off to find a rhyme that didn't make her look so silly. Further on, little Miss Muffet met little Johnny Flynn and Tommy Stout. The two boys giggled to each other as they let her try their rhyme. "Ding dong bell, Miss Muffet's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout." Miss Muffet's all wet. A very wet Miss Muffet screamed and ran to the next page of the book as fast as she could to find a rhyme that had no mean boys in it. It wasn't long before little Miss Muffet ran into a dish and a spoon. "May I be in your rhyme?" she asked. "Yes, you can be the part of the dish," said the cow. Here's this silly rhyme. "Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such fun, and Miss Muffet ran away with the spoon." And the dish didn't do anything. "Splendid," said the cow, but the dish wasn't happy, and a terrible ruckus broke out all over the page. The dish and the spoon were angry. The cat and the cow didn't know what to do. The dish was shouting, "I'll have you know that I've been running away with the spoon ever since this rhyme was written," hollered the dish. The ruckus spilled over into the next page, where there was a king eating pie. Do you like to eat pie? What do you like in your pie? I like key lime pie. This king, what do you think is in his pie? "Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before a king? A blackbird pie." And then next, the Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole the tarts and took them clean away. And before you could say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, the whole book of rhymes was in chaos. That means Miss Muffet made it crazy. The Queen of Hearts wasn't making tarts anymore, but Itsy Bitsy Spider was. Mary didn't have a little lamb, but instead was followed by 3 blind mice. And it wasn't Humpty Dumpty that fell off the wall. Old Mother Hubbard fell off the wall. Oh my! While all this was going on, little Miss Muffet, who by now had decided she no longer needed a change, tiptoed quietly back through the pages of the book and returned to her very own rhyme. But she soon remembered why she had wanted a change in the first place. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider, who sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Eek! The end. Did you like those rhymes? Those are called Mother Goose nursery rhymes, and they're super fun to say. They're very short little stories, and they're usually pretty silly too. Well, that's the end of story time for today. I'm so glad you came. The time has come. Show me your thumb. Next thing to do, pointers out two. Middles extend as they unbend. Ring fingers next, stretch them out flexed. No time to wait. Pinkies out straight. These are the plans. Please clap your hands. Yay! Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you Mr. Spider for helping out. Bye-bye.